iyalah. Kupka. Pengen tapi mager, gue pengen ganti semua bullet, gue ngedodge tuh anjing. Udah mager. Hey.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape. The earth will always be my domain. Bravo! You'll bet for death! Too slow. Just like your forefathers. More journey and
Nice try.
Mess! Son of a whore! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Ah! 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 I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Another time, Mythos. Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, Luda scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. All right. It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet. Is it business or pleasure?
You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
What do you need? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
It's all right.
She does nothing.
Good girl. Time to fight. Time to fight. Be safe. Take us unawares, did you? Nice try.
Give me thunder!
dead now. Whatever it was.
Jill looked white as a sheet when he pulled her.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
What do you need? What's that for you, dear? And?
It's all right.
See, there's nothing. The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his men had the...
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All done?
Otto.
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scrap. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends. No leads yet.
Right.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your stud?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop.
Mid, you...
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. That was his dream for me. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. I know that I can help the people.
Well, well, well. Is sick at seeing, all right?
I knew you'd say it, which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we put
Blackthorn.
Was it a look?
I have. She requires... Do you think you can make them?
Look, I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Was wondering where Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores. Here's the list. Think you can find everything?
This lot won't be much of a trader if I could.
Excellent.
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the light.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes.
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
How do, Matt?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop, so naturally
Well, I'd love to help the young, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time. It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one over at Mark.
That's right. And he is a friend. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if...
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Far as I know, he...
I'll look from there.
Let's go. Faster!
If it ain't the lad who saved my life.
What? You do, Bernard.
Oh. Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats sacking... And, if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while,
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
It's the least of them.
Thank...
This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Must be nigh on a decade since... Oh, it may as well have been a century.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Go ahead, then.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and...
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over, so as soon as Bernard gets here, we can...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He must have found some. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodriguez.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, and we must the operation make...
I know. What's that gripe?
I know you will.
Unfortunate. Something...
Just tell me what you...
No one knows Herblore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for each unfortunate...
Here. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet. I dread to think what happened to Jill's head.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas, and they should be back by... I can't help but worry that...
They know the work.
But what if I've got them all before they go out? I always remind... But I never really thought...
I'll go and find them.
Thank you. So the plan was...
That should be enough to go on. was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this'll put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Keep them pilchards nice and...
And what can I do for you? I do like a customer who knows what he wants. Thank you. I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. Thank you.
Look at this place. We spend half a day.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Get me back on my feet, or tear those bastards' heads off.
Be safe.
Stay still, you damn fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Said
Doris sent me to...
I sent a runner to the...
Well, I'm here now.
Only, so I want to help them sit.
You made the right decision.
The goblins make...
You have duties.
And please...
I won't let that...
Thank you.
Don't thank me. trying to get into the carriage.
Well done.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more? Why didn't you flee with the others? Why should we run? Perhaps. But we're here to get freedom, safety, the life you've been...
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then.
This man risked his life to save yours. Fine. Do with us. What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that,
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. If I just... Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safe.
No. I was lucky. What kind of... I should have...
We swore this...
It's good to...
With all due... No one with that...
We all know how much...
Cole, I never... Thank you. I sometimes... But...
We will.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing.
You'll do fine.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. One, and even I became...
Curse breakers, they and yet
convicted.
I know you're...
It's... Thank you.
help you today, Clive? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Quick look. Always something in there.
Fly, Ambrosia.
This might take a while. Be safe. Pretty so close to the end. Time to take the bull by the horns. Let's try. Locals will sleep easier without him at their gate.
Is it business or pleasure? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
What do you need? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear from Kupka.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like...
My father brought him back from... They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory, Clive. I believe that Torgal, in one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to his name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories, and her faithful one awakens as the...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting...
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright, it had only to be
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an evil...
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so... Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. Just you wait.
Then I look forward to see. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it...
What?
Word that...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Your Highness. 'Tis I. 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 'Tis I.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to there's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most... As are you, I hear. Which is why I came.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers.
2,000? And I'm afraid that is...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my...
What do you think, Vivi?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail. It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say...
Allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you.
I'd be glad of it. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quick about it, my...
Ah, my favorite pupil. Lord Byron Rosfield. I heard tell. Why? We met under curious... Naturally. Still. Your nemesis, then worm your way.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
You're not going in there alone?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to... I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all... You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking...
Thanks.
So, what...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
you can count on.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold.
My uncle isn't easily refused. especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents? I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, I mean, is it...
It's normal for my...
Fuck me.
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on it?
Here, leave some for the rest of us. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder. Starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern...
I'll leave you to decide how.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Who's this blue blood?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next? And what can I do for you? Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here.
Welcome back, Sid. Honestly, do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the... Oh, keep your mug handy.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to meet him when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn bust over you and sat in the sand, falling
those soldiers were.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. A drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, go!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw! Take it! Try it. Titan!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the... It would seem Lord Cook...
We have to get...
not by force.
By guile, then. Perhaps.
Rosina Dalla. But how will we find her?
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators are...
That would certainly...
And that's exactly what...
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Anything I can help?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest, and we're seeking to expand our business in the region.
Well, we're best known for our baths.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Well,
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil.
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question.
Thank you.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wait, incense!
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalam?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Sylv, do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been...
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
to the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. Ah, so it was the young sprig after so much for Rosina Dalamil.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Oh, sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's...
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural, assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago...
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man. But enough of the pleasant. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
What trouble? If you're
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you...
My apologies. Follow the crystal. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this do...
Ha! It will be Let us divide our forces, Clive.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature.
A deposit?
Light, meat and dark. Fresh from the grill. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm...
Oh, then be...
You have... an agreement.
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge. No, just leave. Do you think I'll be better?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken soft... Yes, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving.
Well, we're a stone's throw from the soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal. The men on the rock throw their money.
Is that so? Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. The one who broke. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you. Huh?
Will this suffice?
By the sands.
One of the many treasures in my collection.
All right, but not he.
What are you doing? Care to explain what...
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the... I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade, but my uncharacteristic indis... They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal...
So the pub...
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only a small price to pay for admittance. But enough about my...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And meanwhile, members of Kupka's private... I'll wager your... We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble, Lubos.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
All the silver and stones I could scrape together.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yeah?
Of course.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what
Because these crystals are no longer the property of you're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction, but we have ships, and will gladly...
Royalists, eh? What brings you...
Why? To collect their share of Ffxivi's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of... And being such good friends. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to...
Did you get all that?
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do this. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good! I'm just getting warmed up. Well, how'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did...
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals. Well...
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive?
I suppose it could have been worse.
Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do this. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust?
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron
No, thank you.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here. Where... Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umialos Delan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Clive. You and I... What? Alas. Still. Farewell now.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master.
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luber's soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the... I don't suppose...
I'm afraid...
Never mind.
I could give you a hand if I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. And that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest. And then there's this little riddle to keep it...
The way I see it, there's only one way, but we need information.
You're right. But now, there's plenty of folk in... There's the butcher. Of course, they're bound to have an opinion or two. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope there's someone...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
My carpet!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Fresh bread.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question. I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel and... Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Needed.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are...
That depends on the...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dal... I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my... I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one.
all right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's my livelihood, my...
Made from this... out is stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
I'll be asking for you again.
1,000 gil for a new...
If you can't even fill my...
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Pilker's trough.
I need to drink. You're going to drink my pockets.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It would make a fine gift.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Quite a different life.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Look, Father.
Hot water.
Hanging lantern!
Ah, they've opened the gate! Lubor was true to his word.
Back to the fang now, at least.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs too heavy and they do his shoulder.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his... That can't be right. I've bandied enough. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's either durable, meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other merchant, a favourite of Forge. I bet she'd know a thing.
They're quite sweet.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Good girl.
Yeah!
Any luck?
What I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, but adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't...
And it's beyond...
Unique to it? Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always light. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits, and if you know the trick, it can be melted down.
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know the trick.
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough.
Looks like I've got some luck. Clive,
The limestone. Besides, I want...
You'll have no trouble finding limestone.
Then I suppose...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Fly, Ambrosia.
No need to ride from here.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have rided...
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Just look at the detail.
Finally, we'll be able to...
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubal?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Just then, allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Selmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several... I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the...
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
I do. Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune, dining the...